Hello everyone, and welcome once again to another episode of BlissTV. Today I'm with
Tara
and
Kathy.
two of our yogis here at Bliss Studios, and we are going to do some Hatha today. So, if you have an opportunity to get yourself set up, make sure that you have a block if you use one, or a pillow, anything else that you might use as a resource to strap, so on and so forth. This is going to be a fairly rigorous Hatha, but you'll have some fun as well. So let's get started. And we'll come down into child's pose on the mat. So everybody lower down. This is an opportunity once again to slow down. We've all been told to do a variety of things we're not used to doing. And so the opportunity just to come down onto the mat, to slow down, to center, and to ground. Hatha is a very basic and simple practice. There's three elements to our practice: your spine, gravity, and breath. So, as you continue along the way, feeling all of those things come into focus. Feel yourself stretch long. Take your knees out a little wider. Set your hips down onto the floor. As you stretch your fingertips towards the top of the mat, feel your shoulder blades engage and disengage. And then from here, you engage that most important breath. So take a deep inhale in. Exhale. Another deep inhale in. Exhale out. And then finally, this last time, as you take another deep inhale in, hold it here for just a moment and allow it to just be inside you. And then let it all go. As we begin our practice, we move into the ujjayi breathing through the nose, in and out, rhythmically, to stimulate the parasympathetic nerves and to allow for serenity to fill your practice. And then we come into our extension, our contraction, stretching, coming back into our body, feeling all the muscles, tendons, and connective tissues. So from here, take your right hand and lift it high up towards the ceiling. And as you do, take your chin up to your shoulder. Feel yourself stretch as you look up towards the sky. And then allow that hand to come underneath your body. Take it over to the other side of the room. Come down on your shoulder and your ear. And allow yourself to settle in. Take that left hand that's stretched out in front and fold it behind you perhaps. Place the back of your hand on the small of your back. Maybe even creep your fingers over towards your thigh. And then once again, taking your chin up to your shoulder. Gently just moving that neck. Allowing muscles to stretch maybe for the first time today. As you take a deep inhale in. Exhale. Another deep inhale in. Exhale out. Finally, this last time, as you take a deep inhale in, feel your lungs expand, the rib cage stretch, even the skin on the outside. And then let it all go. Release your hand off your back, stretch it forward. Take the other arm out from underneath your body and set down onto your mat. From here, maybe massage your forehead back and forth on the mat. We call this massaging the third eye center, but really, you're also working your neck, that most delicate, most sensitive area that still holds up your head. So you want to take care of it. Giving it some flexibility and stretching it out. Feeling like it's coming into your neck and then allowing all that stress to come into your shoulders and out through your shoulder blades as if they were wings. So lift that left wing up into the air. Look up towards the lights and feel every muscle, every tendon, every connective tissue in your arm activate. And then dive that hand underneath once again and come into that twisted root posture. Feel yourself stretching all manner of ways. Take that right hand once again behind you. Place it behind your back. In some instances, some folks like to take their leg out and stretch it long. Other times, they actually leave their forehead on the mat. Wherever you find your posture, take another deep inhale in. Exhale. Another deep inhale in. Exhale out. And finally, this last time, so take this deep inhale in. Fill your lungs. Feel the center of your body warming up as the rest of your body responds to the air. And then release it all out into the room. Let your hand come off your back. Stretch your other hand out from underneath you. From here, tuck your knees underneath your body. And as you tuck your knees underneath, stretch your arms out long. And then lift your hips up just a little bit up towards the ceiling as you bring your chest down to the mat. This is called melting heart, this posture where we allow ourselves a moment of contemplation as we bring our heart to the ground. Now that's a serious interpretation. The other interpretation is that we also call this posture puppy dog stretch. And then we do it every day at my house with my 3 dogs because this is how dogs say hello. So hello, everybody. Lift yourself up into a tabletop. Once you get to this tabletop, take your gaze up to the ceiling. Let your belly drop down to the floor. Stretch, come into a bit of a cat-cow as you lift your head up. And then drop your chin to your chest and round your back up towards the ceiling. And once again, lifting the gaze up, allowing everything to come out of your shoulders as that belly drops towards the floor. And then once again, tucking the chin in and lifting yourself up and round. And then from here, curl your toes underneath and lift yourself up into a downward facing dog. But this is a special dog. This is a mountain dog in this mountain town. So I want you to bring it up into the air. Lift up onto your heels as high as you can. Press your chest back towards your thighs. Let your head drop between your shoulders if you can. Modify in whatever way you need to. As you lift those heels high up to 14,000 feet, let's lower them down slowly, slowly, slowly. The requirement is not that your heels hit the floor. The requirement might be that you feel those heels, that you feel your calves, your Achilles, the back of your knees, your hamstrings, your glutes, up over the top into the small of your back as you press your belly back towards your thighs and let everything slide off your shoulders. And then take your right knee, dive it down towards the mat, maybe about 2 inches off. Feel that hip dip down just a little bit. And then flip it over to the other side. Bring your right knee up and drop the left knee down. Stretch that heel towards the back of the wall. And then bounce back and forth just a little bit. Feel yourself pistoning up and down, rotating your back at the same time. A safe way to give yourself that little bit of rotation in your sacrum. And then come back to the middle. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Once they get there, take your feet out hip-width distance apart. You might put your hand into your feet to measure that distance. And then reach for opposite elbows and grab them. Just hang in a ragdoll as you allow your head to hang down towards the floor. Swaying side to side, you begin to increase the radius of your sway. Why? Because it feels good. And if it feels good, do it a lot. So take it all the way over to the right side of the mat. Open up your left hip. And then take it all the way over to the left side of the mat. Open up your right hip. And as you come back and forth, feeling that opening, allow yourself to simply sway side to side. Maybe you find yourself nodding your head no to all the craziness and anxiety and pain. Maybe you find yourself nodding your head yes. And as you nod your head yes, you acknowledge love, kindness, and compassion for everyone, especially yourself. And then just release your hands down to the floor. Heel-toe your feet together. Put the weight in your heels as you bend your knees and steeple your hands out in front. And then rise up rise up, rise all the way up, and even take your heels up towards the ceiling as well. Stretch every last inch of you up into the air, float it back down to the mat, and drift over towards the side of the room. As we do, coming into Ardha Chandrasana, allow yourself to feel the rib cage open up. Along the side of your body, those intercostal muscles begin to stretch. And as you slide the hip over to the side of the mat, looking up towards the ceiling rather than down towards the floor, reach long and strong, not folding in half. And as you do, we utilize our breath once again to make space. So take a deep inhale in, exhale out and come down. Another deep inhale in, exhale out, come down. Finally, this last time, take a deep inhale in, find your stretch, find your edge for 3, 2, 1, and release. Come on back up towards the center. Lift those heels up into the air once again, and feel the stretch in your legs. Lower back down to the mat, and come over to the opposite side you went to last time. As you drift over to the side, feel those ribs open up like a fan. It's rather like you're a leaf falling out of a tree. You notice they're never in any hurry to get to the ground. They just go down, down, down. And once they get there, they settle in. They take a deep inhale in, exhale out, and come down. And then they can't help themselves. It feels so good. So they take another deep inhale in, exhale out and come down. And finally, you find your edge. You find your place. Take a deep inhale in, exhale out, come down, and find that edge for 3, 2, 1, and release. Come on back up towards the center. Now take your gaze up towards the ceiling. As you do, stretch your arms long, straighten your elbows, and then slowly slide your hips forward. Bring your chest parallel to the ceiling. Allow your head to drop back. That's 8 to 10 pounds worth of weight you don't need to worry about right now, because this asana is all about your hands, your hips, and those strong legs. So as you reach up and reach over, maybe you want to release those hands. Open them up into cactus arms. Feel your chest begin to expand and make space for your growing heart. And then from here, drop your arms down behind your back. Give yourself a little reverse shoulder rinse. And then take your hands to the small of your back. Tuck your elbows together. One last slide forward. Let those vertebrae float around. And then release. And circle sweep your arms up above your head. Here we come to the part of class for advanced Hatha. This is a mysterious and magical movement. An asana that affects not only the people who do it, but the people who see it. You have a name for it, so do I. I call it a face push-up. You call it a smile. And I want you to give yourself one as you bend your knees and bring your hands all the way down to the floor. Once you get down there, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Take the crown of the head down to the floor. Take a look at your shins. Try to fold in half as you pedal your legs out just a little bit. From here, we come into our first posture, Padangusthasana. Now, there's 2 versions of this. You can reach down behind your knees and wrap your arms behind you and cup your opposite elbows. Squeeze your chest to your thigh. Or you can drop your hands all the way down to your heels. Once you do, squeezing that chest to your thighs once again, lift your hips up towards the ceiling. Drop the crown of the head straight down to the floor. Pull with those strong arms as you straighten your legs. This is a part of the sequence of Hatha. This is a part of Hatha where we stretch, feel all the different ways in our body unfold. So as you feel this once again, lifting up, pulling, pulling, straightening, straightening, release your grip and simply just fold. And as you fold, feel all of the length of your body as you make space. And then circle sweep your arms up above your head. Sit down into chair pose. As you lower down into chair, we come into traditional chair first. And as you do, rolling the weight back into your heels. Lift your toes up and sit down into that mysterious chair. Then from here, we'll electrify this chair. Take your hands up over your head and squeeze your body into the shape of a lightning bolt. Then from here, take your hands to heart center and drop your hips just a little more. Once again, take a gaze down towards your knees. Make sure they're nice and parallel together and drop your hips. From here, we prayer twist over to the right side of the room. And as you do, drop those hips in order to keep your back nice and flat. Then open up your arms and fly. Take your chin up to your shoulder. Feel your hips lower down as you compress your core. From here, you can take a simple variation of simply dropping your hand behind your back for a half bind. Or you can take it down to the floor and try a side crow by making a shelf with the back of your arms. As you do, tucking your knee behind that shelf and lifting your toes up off the floor. Wherever you go with this posture, it's a posture of space. Sometimes we make space in the room. Sometimes we make space in the body. As you bring your hands back together into prayer twist, take it back towards the front of the room. As you do, roll back your shoulders, drop down your hips, take a deep inhale in, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Lift your hips up, drop your head down. Now from here, we're going to come into a halfway lift. So lift up your head, drop down your hips, flatten your back, and then exhale, forward fold. Once again, inhale, halfway lift, lift the head, drop the back, exhale, forward fold. And then from here, bend the knees, circle sweep your arms up above your head. Once again, and set it back down into that chair. Lower into that chair, roll your shoulders back. Feel your core squeeze up, or engagement in Hatha, so key. Then from here, electrify this posture. Feel yourself squeezing even more into the shape of a lightning bolt. Then hands to heart center. Drop your hips. Check your knees. Make sure they're nice and parallel. Drop your hips. And then prayer twist over to the left this time. And as you do, make sure that back stays nice and parallel with the floor as you open up your arms and fly. Feel yourself stretching open and feel all that engagement. Hatha, extension, contraction. You're doing both at the same time as you come into a variation. Maybe putting your hand down behind your back. Or maybe trying that side curl once again. It may not happen the first time, it may not happen the 15th, but it'll never happen if you don't try it, so give it a shot. And then slowly returning back to the mat. Everybody meet in that side prayer twist one more time. Then come on back towards the center of the room. Roll back those shoulders, drop down those hips, and lift up those heels. Roll back the shoulders, drop down the hips, lift up the heels. Last time, roll back the shoulders, drop down the hips, lift up the heels, and rise up, rise up, rise all the way up. Arms down to the side, Tadasana. Take a deep inhale in, exhale. Another deep inhale in, exhale. Beautiful. So from here, we come into our warm-up, where we begin to do balancing. There's many variations for Eagle, and we'll take you into all of them. So you start by circle sweeping your arms up above your head. Then drop your right arm underneath your left. Tuck your elbow into the elbow crease. Now from here you have a decision. You can either wrap your hands in front of your face. If you can't quite get to it and you're pulling on your thumb, better that you hold onto your shoulders instead. Then, as you keep those shoulders back, lower down just a little bit. Put some weight into that left leg and lift that right leg up and over the top. Now, pointing your toes down towards the floor, even tucking your foot behind your calf, keeps your knees aligned in the front of the body so they don't swing out wide. Now, we're going to compress some core from here. So take a deep inhale in, a squeeze down. Take another deep inhale in, squeeze down. One last time. Deep inhale in, squeeze it down, then challenge yourself. See if you can lift your elbows parallel with your shoulders and crush, crush, crush the core. Release the spring. Bring your arms up above your head and drop the left arm underneath the right. Tuck that elbow into the elbow crease. Wrap your hands in front of your face or grasp your shoulders. Then take those elbows down to your knees. Put a little bit of weight to that left foot. Right foot, left foot comes up and over. As you do, once again, keeping the shoulders back. Take a deep inhale in, squeeze down. Another deep inhale in, squeeze down. One last time. Deep inhale in, squeeze it down, then take those elbows parallel with your shoulders and crush, crush, crush the core. Release the spring, stretch it long. Here we go, second set. Drop the right arm underneath the left. Tuck your elbow into the elbow crease. Wrap your hands in front of your face, grasp your shoulders, take the elbows down to the knees. Now, once again, a little weight in the left foot, right foot comes up and over. We change your orientation this time. I want you to try to pull your navel up towards your spine as you round forward towards the front of your mat. You're coming into a posture known as sleeping eagle. Tuck your diaphragm up under the rib cage. Rather than launching forward, pull yourself up into your own body. And then if you feel it, release that leg behind you. Stretch it long. Once you do, find your balance. Trust yourself as you bring your weight over your hip. And as you feel this, don't forget to breathe through every challenge. And then slowly begin to bring that leg back up and around. Tuck your foot behind your calf, square your shoulders off in the mirror, and then take a deep inhale in, release as you bring your arms up above your head. Second side, second set. Drop the left arm underneath the right, hands in front of your face. Then come on down with those elbows towards your knees. Keep your shoulders back. Little weight in the right foot, the left foot comes up and over, and you begin once again to pull your navel up towards your spine. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the core as you tuck yourself in and come into that beautiful sleeping eagle. And then from here, if you're feeling it, let that eagle soar as you take that left leg behind you. Stretch it long, stretch it strong. Feel your hips square off as you hold and breathe. And then slowly bring that left knee back up and around. Tuck that foot behind your calf. Square your shoulders off in the mirror. Take a deep inhale in and release. Bring your arms up above your head. Arms down to the side. Tadasana. Let's have a little bit of a break. Take a few moments for some water. Okay, so now we'll start once again. As we come into the balance series here at Hatha, here at BlissTV, we're going to begin to balance. One of the things you want to remember about balance is that attitude is everything. If you notice, when people are balancing, their shoulders are back, their spine is stacked, their chin is lifted. They're not arching forward towards the floor. And so when you feel this way, the positivity begins to take over, and you can feel your balance coming into play. And so from here, take a little weight, put it on the left foot, and then lift your right knee parallel with your right hip. And find your balance right here. Wherever you might go with this, you're feeling all of that happening as you roll your shoulders back. Tuck your chin in towards your chest, and then you can come into your variations. You can grasp your knee. You can come down and make a basket underneath your foot, interlacing your fingers, and then kick your heel forward towards the front of the room. This is called Dandiyamana Shirshasana, forehead to knee. Those variations always take you into a place of balance as you tuck your chin in towards your chest, down towards your mat, and breathe. And as you do, slowly, surely, finding that place, that stability in your body, your breath, and your mind. And then slowly lift your gaze back up as you bring your foot back into your body. Roll your shoulders back and find your balance. Everybody meet me, you're balanced on one foot. And then release that foot down to the mat. Arms down to the side. Tadasana. Then from here, you start once again. Put a little weight into that right foot and lift that left knee up into the air. As you begin to balance, rolling back those shoulders, tucking in your chin as you take that chest and stick it out nice and strong. And then from here, come into the variation that's working for you. Whether you grasp your knee, or cup your calf, and make a basket underneath your foot. And slowly bring your chin into your chest. See if you can spot the top of your mat. And then find the middle of your mat. And then find your focus, find your balance, find your big toe. And then slowly bring your gaze back up as you bring your foot back into your body. Roll your shoulders back as you lift your chin high. Everybody meet me here, balanced on one foot. And then release your foot down to the mat, arms down to the side, Tadasana. Take a deep inhale and lift your arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale out as you drop your hands down behind your back. Lose that posture and find a back bend instead. Release all the tension and pressure. And then come on back up. Our next posture is really where your yoga begins to start to change. So far you've been using your body, your mind, and your breath. And now we use a new tool, your heart. When you use your heart to do anything, you create yoga. So here we go. Find a place where you're not just coming into a posture, but that posture comes into you. So you're not just doing the answer, you become one. Circle sweep your arms up above your head. Then drop your right elbow down to your right rib cage. Open up your shoulder a little bit. Tuck the elbow behind your ribs. Then put a little bit of weight to the left foot. You feel your right foot get light so that you can swing it behind you. Reach behind and grasp it. Even if you grasp it on the outside of your foot, you can walk it all the way around to the instep as you reach up. This is the entire posture. This is dancer right here. But if you want to extend it, kick your heel away from your body and watch as your body comes forward. You're not tilting forward because you think you have to. You're coming into balance. Sometimes that takes all day. And once you come into balance, you find and keep your balance. And that's a beautiful place to be. Once you do that, because you're a human being, you're going to test your balance a little bit. You might even lose it. That's okay, because once you lose it and find it again, you appreciate it for what it is. For 3, 2, 1, release. Bring both feet safely together, center of the mat, arms down to the side. Tadasana. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Then circle sweep your arms up above your head once again. Drop that left elbow down to the left rib cage. Open up your shoulder a bit and put some weight into that right foot. The left foot begins to float up. And as you reach behind you and grasp it, once again, holding it on the instep, lift up. And then kick your heel away from your body. As you do, coming forward is a natural act, much like yoga itself. The yogi Patanjali once said, use your breath to bring comfort to your mind and your body, so that all of your efforts lead you to a place of effortlessness. 3, 2, 1, release. Bring both feet safely together, center of the mat, arms down to the side, Tadasana. Take a deep inhale in, exhale. And then everyone step towards the back of your mat. Our next posture is called Tulanandasana, balancing stick. Tula means balance in Sanskrit. And what we balance here is more than just your body, it's also your breath. Sometimes the body wins, sometimes the breath wins if you look at it as a battle. But this is not a battle. This is you. And so there is no good, and there is no bad. There's just you and your practice. As you circle sweep your arms up above your head, take a little toy soldier step out with your right foot, stick it into the ground. Then tuck your chin into your chest and begin to come over the top of your right hip, lifting that left heel high into the air. Balancing and pivoting over your hip as you stretch your arms forward. Lift your heel high, find that posture, and let that posture find you. And then step it towards the back of your mat. Bring both feet safely together. Keep those strong arms up above your head. Take a deep inhale and find some serenity. Exhale out. Step that left foot forward once again. As you do, tuck your chin into your chest and reach forward to lift that heel up into the air. As you come over the top of your hip, you can feel the equilibrium and the balance. 50% forward and 50% back. Right over the top of your hip as you breathe. Then step it towards the back of your mat. Once again, bring both feet together. Release your arms down to the side. Tadasana. Mountain pose. Strong. Serene. Stable. And then from here, everybody take a little step up to the top of your mat. Once you get to the top of your mat, I want you to turn towards the side. And as you turn towards the side and face the front mirror, take your feet out wide. Step them out nice and wide. Stretch your arms out as well. As you take these arms out to the side of your body, lift your chin up into the air. And as you lift your chin up into the air, begin to lean back as you slide your hips forward. Slide the hips forward. This is kind of a position of trust where you want to go. And as you come down from this posture, allow yourself to release, allow yourself to trust, and then slowly lift yourself up. And begin to take your head towards the front. Let yourself come down towards the mat as you fold forward. Point your head towards the front of the room. Look down at the floor and let your arms drift down the sides of your legs. You can stop at your calves, you can stop at your ankles, you can stop at the side of your feet. But wherever you stop, grab a hold, begin to pull. Take your face down to the floor. Try to keep it parallel, the nose, the forehead, the chin, all in the same plane. As you pull, pull, pull. Let's try a little stretch for the hamstrings. As you roll the weight forward into the balls of your feet, squeeze your thighs inside your legs, and then just lift those hips towards the back, and release and let it go. And let your arms come down to the floor for a moment. As you hang here, just allow your body to release. Take a small amount of time, just for yourself, whenever you get a chance to take a break. And slowly, as you begin once again, take your right hand, walk it over towards your left ankle. Now you can put your elbow on the floor, you can just hold on to your ankle. Lift your left arm up towards the ceiling. Stretch nice and wide and open. Try to keep the hips nice and flat. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Release your hand down towards the floor. Walk it over towards your right ankle. Lift your right arm up into the air. Give it a nice stretch. Open. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale out. Release your hands down to the floor and allow just a little bit. Breathe. Come into this posture. Then take your arms out to the side. Lift up halfway and hold. Squeeze that core one more time. This is called your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha. This is the Manipura chakra. This is where your energy comes from. So let's fire it up for the rest of your practice. And lift up, lift all the way up. And circle sweep your arms up above your head. And find yourself. Both feet together, top of the mat. Arms above the head. Arms down to the side. Tadasana. Take a deep inhale in. And a deep exhale out. Another deep inhale in. Exhale out. Then step it out wide once again. Circle sweep your arms up above your head. And then drop your arms down to the side. Pivot your right foot towards the wall. Bend your knee a lot. Step your back foot out as much as you possibly can. Bring your shoulders over your hips rather than leaning into it. And as you do, find our first Trikonasana. Coming into this posture, drop your front hand down to your knee, lift your arm up into the air, take your chin up towards your shoulder, And then from here, again, it's time for some variations. Maybe you drop your hand down behind your back. Maybe you bring the other arm through and feel as you tuck that hand underneath your thigh and connect behind you. If you like, from here you can step it forward and lift that front leg up to come into a bird of paradise. There's lots of variations for this posture. You can also just stay in Trikonasana, opening up the chest. As birds land safely, everybody open up into that beautiful Trikonasana once again. Then come on up, straighten that front leg, pivot your toes towards the wall, then pivot your toes towards the other side of the room, bend that front knee a lot, step that back foot out, center your shoulders over your hips, stretch your arms long, and then drop down. Lift your hand up, take your gaze up towards the ceiling, open up your chest, maybe stay here, maybe drop your hand behind your back, maybe bring the other one through for a full line, maybe you step forward, maybe you lift up. Wherever you go, this is an optimistic posture. So try to keep your gaze up, try to keep your hopes up. Let's all keep our dreams alive. And then slowly, birds land safely. Once again, find yourself back in that Trikonasana, stepping back, opening up, stretching wide. Then come on up, straighten your front leg, pivot your toes towards the mirror. Then, feet together, hands above the head, arms down to the side, Tadasana. Then circle sweep your arms up above your head. Step your feet out a little wider this time, maybe about 3 feet. Then pivot both toes towards the side wall. As you do, you can step your feet out for balance or line up your heels, whatever works for you. Then from here, as you square your hips and your shoulders off to the wall, tuck your chin in and let your body come down over the top of your leg. Bend that front knee a whole bunch, because the idea is not to stretch the hamstring, it's to tuck the chin into your chest and compress. This posture is all about the compression of Hatha. And so as you feel this, you feel all of the discomfort of not being able to breathe. And that's what this posture does. It teaches us to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. Probably a good lesson. And then, as you release your hands forward once again, lift yourself up slowly, stack your spine, pivot your toes towards the side, pivot your toes towards the other side. You're all set up. You can line up your heels or step it out just a little bit, tuck your chin in, and let your body cascade down over the front of your leg like a waterfall coming down a mountain. And as you get down there, tucking in that chin, you feel, once again, your body responding to you. Responding to your call for air, oxygen, energy, because your body will always do that for you. Your body is your best friend. It's truly the only home you'll ever live in your whole life. So treat your earth suit well, and it will return the favor. I promise. And then release your hands out in front once again. Put the weight in your back heel as you lift up, lift all the way up. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Arms down to the side, Tadasana. Then, as you turn around, we come into our next posture, our final balancing pose. So, from here, circle sweep your arms up above your head. Take your hands to heart center. Then, I like to do this slowly. So take your right heel, place it on your left ankle. Spin your knee out wide. And then begin to walk your foot up the side. Maybe stopping at your calf. Maybe stopping at your thigh. Never stopping at your knee. And find your posture. And as you do, you find tree pose. From here, lift your tree branches high into the air. Stretch them out wide to the side. Maybe rustle the leaves on the ends of your branches. Rotate your limbs, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Maybe even blow in the wind a little bit. You're not going anywhere. You have strong roots. And then slowly bring your hands back up over the top down to heart center. Release your foot down to the mat, arm down to the side. And then from the other side, you take that heel, place it right on your ankle. Slide that foot up, your calf, onto your thigh, maybe all the way up into your hip crease. And then again, taking your hands to heart center. This time, interlace your fingers. And as you do, take a lotus seed, pop it into your palm, and push it down into the mud. Because life always wins, it begins to grow up through that mud. And as it comes up, the hands rise up over the head. You begin to blossom open like that lotus. And you feel the warmth of the sun and the gratitude for another day on this shiny blue ball. Thank you very much. And take your hands back to heart center. Release your foot down to the mat, arms down to the side, Tadasana. And circle sweep your arms up above your head. Take your hands to heart center. Take a bow to your standing series. Take a bow to your fellow yogis for their love and support during our asana today. And then come on down onto the mat. Bring your head to the wall, your feet to the other wall, and lie down as we come into our final part of Hatha today. We build up a lot of energy in Hatha. It makes sense. It's friction. You pull, you extend, you contract, you create energy, you create heat. We take the last few moments of our Hatha practice to release that energy, release that heat. Not all of it. We want you to keep what you need, but let the rest of it go. Let it go out to the universe. Maybe somebody else needs it. Maybe somebody you know. Maybe somebody you love. Then, from here, take both hands and reach for your right knee. As you reach for your right knee, begin to pull it up towards your chest. Avoid your rib cage and bring it up to your shoulder. Pavamuktasana, wind-removing pose. This is a posture that has two steps. The first is to stretch the hamstrings and glutes. So take a deep inhale in. Exhale out and pull up towards your shoulders. And now the second part is to compress the organs on that side of the body. So take another deep inhale in. Squeeze down on the rib cage. Compress the liver. And then take your hand and guide your knee across your body over to the other side. Come into that wonderfully named supine twist. As you keep your shoulder blades on the floor, just allow your hip to open up. Now if you pull, your hip flexor is going to pull back on you. And that's an argument. That's not what this is about. This is about a conversation. A conversation you have with your body. This is how you get to know your body. This is how you become friends with your body. And then slowly bring that knee back up towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze. Then kick your heel up towards the ceiling. Allow your leg to flex into that wonderful hamstring stretch. There are so many different ways to give yourself a little bit of love in the hamstrings, so find your favorite way. Just a moment or two. And slowly bring your knee back up towards your chest. Release your heel down to the floor. As soon as it hits, reach down and grasp your left knee with both hands. Pull it up towards your shoulder. Avoid that rib cage and bring it up around the side. As you do, take another deep inhale in. Exhale out and pull towards your shoulders. Then, once again, here comes. Take another deep inhale in. Press down on the rib cage, squeeze that pancreas and spleen, and then take that right hand and just guide your knee across your body. Allow for time and gravity. Your two best friends in yoga to take you on a little bit of a road trip. You have to trust when you hop in with these two guys, but they will show you some interesting places and open up some wonderful spaces. So climb on board. You never know what you'll find or what you'll find out. And then bring that leg back up towards your chest. Take your knee in tightly. Give it a good squeeze and then kick your heel up towards your ceiling. Now you can grab the back of your calf. You can grab the back of your thigh. You can bring your forehead to your knee or your knee down to your forehead. You can even reach up for your toe and let your leg drift down to the side. Whatever allows your hamstring to stretch at this point. That's the beauty of yoga. It's your practice, not your perfect. And then bring that knee back up towards your chest. Give it a good squeeze and then release it down to the floor. Now from here, we do what's traditionally known as a transitional sit-up. If you're nursing a lower back situation and you don't want to do a sit-up, then flip over onto your belly at this point. Otherwise, stretch your arms up over your head and kick your heels towards the side of the room. And as you squeeze your toes up towards your nose, lengthen the spine. We have some special instructions here, so listen carefully. When you sit up, you're going to reach for your toes. Keep your chin up. And as you reach forward, reach for those toes and stretch your chest over the top of your thighs as you double exhale. So we do this in 2, 1. Sit up, double exhale, reach for your toes, keep your chin up. The elbows might even come down to the floor. Then, this is called lengthening the spine. And when you want, just drop your chin into the chest and round your spine. Feels good. And then flip over onto your belly. From here, we come into a posture known as Cobra. Now, Cobra has you bringing your hands down to the lowest part of your rib cage that you can. Take your elbows behind you, pinch them together. Then, as you lift your chin up, begin to take your chest up into the air. And continuing on, maybe you lift your hands up off the mat. Roll that chest even farther up. Maybe you show a little bit of snake belly as you lift up. The wonderful thing about this posture is you don't use your lower back, so press those feet into the floor, lift up one more time, and then release it down to the mat and let it go. Send your hands down towards your heels and lift those heels up into the air. As you do, windshield wiper out your legs, back and forth, back and forth. Your knees and hips allow you to do that. And then stop in the middle. Reach for the top of your feet. Now you have a choice here. If you reach for the top on the outside, that's called floor bow. If you reach on the inside of your feet, that's called rocking horse. Either variation has you pointing your chin forward to the front of the room. And then, as you lift up your shoulders, even if you have 1 foot at a time, lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Take your thigh up off the floor. Take the other one up off the floor as well. And as you reach up, find that teardrop shape and release. And let it all go. As you come down onto the mat, find a place once again to relax. There's lots of ways to relax. These days, we're mostly doing it on our own. But you can always take a flight in your own time. So stretch your arms out to the side. As you stretch your arms out wide, you begin to roll down that runway. And as you roll down that runway, lift your arms up into the air. When you don't have an engine, you're a glider. You're soaring. You're floating. Up, up, up into the air. Thousands of feet to float over the valley. Free as a bird with your long wings. So lift that right wing up and drop the left wing down. And then switch it over and take that super long left wing and stretch it high to the sky as you drop the right wing down. Bang. And then take it back to the middle. As you head up towards the mountaintop, lift up, and float over the top, down the other side, just 100 feet off the ground as you roll down the side of the mountain until you come down into the valley floor and the soft field of grass and daisies that you land in. And then from here, we come into our baggage claim area. So come on up to the top of your mat. Once you get here, you come into a posture known as Ustrasana, camel. In camel pose, we let go of a lot of stuff. That's why I call it baggage claim. And so take your hands to the small of your back. Bring your elbows together. Lift your chin up. Now have you doing this on your knees so you get a little bit of a momentum as you lift up. Once you lift up, lift your heart to the sky. Take your head back. Slide your hips forward. We do this in 2. 1, lift up, lean back, take your elbows together, lift up your heart, let your head come down behind you, and feel open. As you come into this posture, it's baggage claim, but you're not picking anything up, you're dropping everything off, so that you can make space for all the new things you'll find on your journey today. So let it go, maybe even reach behind you for ankles. Wherever you go with this posture, allow everything to release one last time. And then come on down, have a seat on your heels, and spin your legs out in front. We come into our final seated posture, seated twist. And we do this in a variety of ways. You can simply cross your legs and pull your feet behind you, and then move your elbows side to side as we rotate. Or you can come into a more complex version and take your right heel up towards your left knee and tuck your left heel behind you. Square your shoulders out to the front of the room and then find that pivot point. It's not your belly button, it's your heart. So from your heart, take that right shoulder to the back wall. Take that left shoulder forward. And as you come over, looking over your shoulder, remember, you want to keep your hips square on the floor. So lift up your head and stretch out your neck. Stack your spine, inhale in, rotate to the back of the room. And then once again, as you lift up your head, stretch out your neck, stack your spine, inhale in, rotate to the back of the room. Last time, lift up your head, stretch out your neck, stack your spine, inhale in, rotate to the back of the room. And then release it all. Once you let it go, you can take your left heel up to your right knee. Tuck your right heel behind you. Find that pivot point in your chest. Square off your shoulders. And then take that left shoulder to the back wall and that right shoulder forward. Remember to keep the hips nice and square on the floor as you lift up your head. Stretch out your neck. Stack your spine. Inhale in. Rotate to the back of the room and then lift up. Stretch out your neck, stack your spine, inhale in, rotate to the back of the room one last time. Lift up your head, stretch out your neck, stack your spine, inhale in, rotate to the back of the room, and then just let it go. Release it off, come on up onto the top of your mat. It is a tradition in yoga to finish every class with the same breathing that we start with. Of course, we've built up a lot of heat during our class today, and so this is a particular breath called Kapalabhati breathing, breath of fire. We're going to release a lot of this heat that we've built up. But again, not all of it. We want to keep some for later. And so bring your hands into your lap in a receiving position. Relax your shoulders. When you breathe out, I want you to take that breath and force it out with your diaphragm, right through your teeth. Don't worry about the inhale. It'll take care of itself. We start in 2, 1. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just let it go. Bring your head to the top of the mat, your feet to the back, lie down on your back, and come into your final Shavasana. This is also a posture. This is a place of release. Sometimes this posture is harder than any posture you've done through your whole asana. Just finding serenity, and space, and peace. Samadhi. Samadhi is Sanskrit, the ultimate happiness, or bliss. Here at this studio, studios across the country, we're trying to bring yoga to you. But the truth is that you bring the yoga to us. Because bliss is not a place. Bliss is a feeling all of us have together here at this studio across the globe. It is that interconnectedness that makes this a family, that makes this a tribe. We miss you all so very much. From all the instructors here, from Marianne and Carol Ann, all the yogis, please be safe, be careful, love one another, and most of all, love yourselves as much as we do here at Bliss. Namaste.